Hello and welcome back to my channel. Oh, it's such an exciting day. I'm very, very excited for today's video. I'm very excited for today. So yeah, I'm just going to basically go straight into it. Also, again, if you watched my last video, you'll know my lips are so sore. I'm using everything I can to try and get them to not be as sore, so you're just going to have to accept the shiny lips. So you've probably seen by the title already. Today is the day we're going to give Phoebe her first taste of food. When I say food, obviously that is a pretty broad kind of statement. I'll get what we're going to give her in a second. I'll go and grab it from the kitchen. But I firstly just wanted to come on and say this is not a video where I'm going to be talking about pros and cons of weaning at an age. I'm not going to be talking about pros and cons of baby-led weaning or puree-led weaning. I'm not going to be going into that. All I can say is that Fraser and I have both done our research. We're both happy with the decisions that we're making, and we think that they're the right decisions for us and for Phoebe. So I'm not kind of going to go into that kind of aspect of it more than this. There are other videos out there. Do your own research. If you're looking for answers about that, I'm sorry, it's not going to come from me. All I can say is we're doing the right thing for us and for Phoebe. So that's where I'm going to leave that. Now, because she is younger than some people wean at, some people wean at 4 months, some people wean at 5 months, some people wean at 6 months. It means that we're not in a rush, so we're not kind of we're not going to be sitting there with a spoon forcing it into her mouth. It's going to be a full sensory experience. We're going to have lots of play, we're going to take it really slow. If she ends up eating a drop, she ends up eating a drop. If she just ends up smushing it on her high chair, that's also fine. There is absolutely zero pressure, zero expectations on today. We're just very excited to start this journey. And it's going to be, like I already said, a very slow process. If that's what we're going to follow her, basically. If she sits there and she eats a whole bowl full of stuff, then great, fine. If she doesn't touch it, if she doesn't want it, if she spits it out, that's fine. We're going to follow her lead, and we are going to go with what she wants to do. So what I'm going to do is, Fraser's just on the phone, which is why I'm locked myself in the conservatory, but I'm just going to go and grab all the bits and bobs that we're going to be giving her. Not all of it is obviously going to be giving to her today, but I couldn't resist. I'm a bit of a, once I get kind of an idea in my mind, I kind of have to I just want everything. So I'm going to go get all the stuff that I've got ready for weaning and give you kind of a little bit of a talk through why we've got it. But yeah, very, very exciting. Okay, I've just gone and grabbed all the food, and now that I've got it in my arms, oh my god, so much. But like I said, I can't help myself, and it's not expensive, and we'll end up using it at some point one way or another, so it's not like it's gonna be wasted or anything like that. Okay, so the first thing that we're going to start off with today, really, really basic, simple, is Attribution organic baby rice. So it's this one here, it's just the plain one. So basically what you do with baby rice is you mix it with the milk that the baby is used to, so obviously we will mix it with a little bit of breast milk. And we're only going to do like a tiny, tiny amount, it says it's all in spoonfuls, so I think basically as long as you use the same spoon, so like 1 spoonful of this with 3.5 spoonfuls of milk, doesn't matter if you use a teaspoon, a tablespoon, whatever, as long as the measurement's the same, if that makes sense. So yeah, we've got this, that's what we're going to be trying today. Ooh, exciting! And then we have also got a banana flavoured one. As well, so it's just basically the same thing. Oh, actually this one's to serve with water. This one's a little bit different actually, so yeah, we're definitely going to start with this one because this one you mix with milk. This one you mix with water, obviously previously boiled water, not just any old water. But yes, so that one is kind of like the next stage. Then we have got a whole bunch of pouches. Let me see, let me get them up for you. So in all the research that I've done, it says the best thing to introduce after obviously like baby rice and stuff like that is to start introducing savoury flavours, basically vegetables. Now I know you can make your own, obviously if you boil up a carrot and whiz it down you can kind of feed them yourself, but we're planning to just use these just for a little while because I know that she is probably not going to eat it, and I don't want to, it sounds bad, but I don't want to like spend loads of time prepping loads of fancy vegetables for her to just basically spit it all out over me. That's not really my kind of scene, so I'd rather use these for now. Obviously I'm going to cook for her in future, but this is just while we're starting out this process. So we will begin by probably mixing it with the baby rice, just to give that a little bit more flavour. But yeah, anyway, I'm going to show you what I've got. So peas. These are all Ella's Kitchen, the pouches that we've got. So there's that one. Carrots. Sweet potatoes and sweet corn. So those are 4 veggies that we've got to start her off with. Now obviously the veggies are still really sweet anyway, you know, like sweet potato, sweet corn, they're not exactly those bitter vegetables, so it's not too much of a concern for me starting with veg, but we're going to start with those ones. And then I have also got lots of different fruits. Okay, so we've got mango, apples, pears and prunes, and these obviously you can see from the packet they're all from 4 months suitable. Again, I'm not going to go into it, I know it's a very controversial topic, but they are suitable from 4 months. So if you're thinking and you've done your research, you're thinking of weaning from 4 months, then these ones are good for you to use. So yeah, we've got those ones. Then as she gets a little more used to kind of the different flavours, obviously we'll try everything, then you start introducing kind of like a mix of like different flavours, like different vegetables, different fruits kind of thing. So I've got this one, squash, sweet potato and parsnip. Again, it's all veggies, but it's really sweet, isn't it? You know, sweet potatoes, parsnips are all really sweet vegetables. Sweet potato, broccoli and carrot. Peas, broccoli and potato. Pumpkin, broccoli and sweet corn. And finally, sweet potato, pumpkin, apple and blueberry. Ugh, it's like a mix of fruit and veg. So yeah, again, mostly veg and then one with fruit in. So those are, like I said, when we're kind of moving on into like a little bit more complex flavours. I mean, honestly, it's a journey. It's going to be an experience for us, you know, and we're just going to, like I said already, follow Phoebe's lead. I don't even know if we're going to still be mixing with baby rice at that point. I don't know if we're just going to be giving those things as they are. It's really kind of up to her, you know, we're going to follow her lead. And then finally, we've got a few little snacks actually. I do have one more Ella's Kitchen pouch, but this one isn't recommended till 6 months. It's berry yogurt, and I got this when I do click and collect. We do a click and collect shops, and this was like a substitution, so I didn't order this, I ordered something else instead, but they gave us this, and obviously we'll just keep it in the cupboard. She'll use it eventually. It's just berry yogurt, but you're not supposed to give babies like dairy products, like lactose products, until at least 6 months. So we'll save that, and it does stay on it 6 months. So we'll save that for when she's a little bit older. But obviously we'll give her loads of dairy, you know, yogurt and stuff as soon as she can have it, because I don't want her to have any allergens. Try the allergens so she doesn't get allergies, yeah. And then finally, these are kind of more snack pots. Again, they're just kind of little fruit pots. So these are the hip organic ones. We've got apple, strawberry and blueberry, and apple, peach and mango. And they sound quite delicious, to be fair. And these are all, everything I've shown you is just pure fruit or pure veg. There's no added sugar, there's no added salt. So it's nice and healthy. And then finally, I'm pretty sure these are from, okay, these are 7 months plus, so we won't be using these for a while, but I couldn't resist. They're the Organics Melty Sweet Corn Rings. So they're just like the finger foods, because obviously by that point, I mean, she'll be getting into finger foods, you know, like bits of veg and snacks and stuff. I think the key for us is variety of flavours, you know, and just give her a chance to appreciate lots of different things and take it at her own pace, like I've already said. I am kind of a fussy eater. I would probably self-proclaim myself as a fussy eater. There are some things that I haven't eaten as you know, in my living memory, and I refuse to touch, and some of them are quite kind of staples in a diet kind of thing. Fraser is fussy in different ways. He's more kind of particular about things on his plate, but he will happily try new things, whereas I'm a bit more like, if I think I don't like it, I'm not going to even try it. But I'm going to really try and obviously introduce Phoebe to everything, like even stuff that I don't like, in order for her to get kind of that balanced view of everything, you know, food. And you never know, I might even try what I'm giving her and I might even like it, you know. There's stuff that I haven't eaten, like I said, as long as I can remember. So maybe I'll try it, maybe I'll like it. Obviously it's easier when you're in a baby's mindset because she's never tried anything, so everything's new to her. Anyway, I've gabbled on enough. So we're probably going to give her some baby rice at about 11 because she'll be hungry-ish, but not like starving, not like first woken up starving. She did feed like maybe 20 minutes ago, maybe a bit longer ago. And then obviously she'll have a feed before her lunchtime nap anyway at about 11:30. So it's just that kind of middle ground between she's hungry, so she's kind of going to explore, but she's not going to be starving and like that's going to be her only source of nutrition. I'm well aware that breast milk is enough until 6 months, you know, I know all the facts. So you don't need to come out with the facts. Like I said, if you want to find another video that talks to you about pros and cons and stuff, then be my guest. But here we're just going to be enjoying the journey. So yes, I will be filming lots of weaning videos, I'm sure, as we go along. And if you want me to do any more videos on it, you know, kind of like what bowls and plates we're going to be using, things like that, then I'm happy to do that. Before we get into it, definitely do your research and do what's right for you. Don't feel pressured into doing anything one way or the other. Follow your baby's lead. I'm so sorry if you can hear some power tools outside. Follow your baby's lead and you know best. You know best, mama. You can do it. So yes, I'm very excited. Let's go. I'm currently pumping. I've got the LV in. Shout out to the LV, best pump ever. And like I already said in the previous clip, we are going to be using this one. So it's the Aptamil organic baby rice. So I think what I'm going to do is obviously I'm going to mix it with breast milk. I'll warm the breast milk through a little bit more than it normally would be, because normally we do body temperature, but obviously it's going to cool down really quickly. So I'm going to just heat it up a little bit more. Okay, so I think even though we're going to obviously mix it in a bowl, I'll probably give it to her more like on a plate so she can like touch it more, because in a bowl it's obviously going to be a bit confined. Sorry, you're in a cupboard, so this cupboard's in the way. So I'm just going to mix it in one of these like plain plastic bowls, and then I think I'm going to put it in this plate here. And this is the Atta children's tableware, I think it's called, a plate. I did haul it in a small business haul, but it just looks like this, and it is suction on the bottom. These are bowls, I literally just put them up in boots. I wanted just some extra spare plain plastic kind of things. Then we are going to be using her long sleeve bib, which is the Buddy and Hope one, which I hauled recently. And we've also got the splash mat thing on our table. Yeah, I went with table rather than floor because I feel like the floor is easier to just mop and clean. Okay, so I've got almost about 1.5 ounces. I've got about just over 40 ml. In fact, I think it might be all right. I think I'm just going to give it a go because it's been sat up against my body because it's freshly pumped, so I think it's quite warm. So let's have a look at the instructions. Okay, I know my face is now cropped out, but I thought it would be better to show you like the mixing process rather than you just see my face. So I've got the milk, and I have got 3 different spoons that we're going to try. This one is Vital Baby. It's like a flat kind of spoon. This one is the easy peasy one, and it's a really kind of small for her, and then a Munchkin one as well. So it says, let's open it up. Yeah, it smells kind of weird. It looks literally just like that. And it says mix 1 level spoonful of cereal with 3.5 of milk. So I think I'm gonna go with this spoon. She's obviously not gonna eat this much, but yeah, we may as well have a bit to play with and stuff like that. So just like that much. And then 3.5. 1, 2, 3, and a bit. Obviously we want it kind of more runny than not runny. You're watching me. Okay, so it's kind of like this consistency. I don't know, what do you think, a bit more milk?
No, I think that's alright. That looks pretty liquidy to me.
Well, we can try it. There's a little bit more milk, so we can always add more. Okay, so I've just put it into the atta bowl, so it looks like this. And we're just going to give it to her and give it a go, I suppose. So let's put it on the tray. I'm not sure if it's going to stick to the bottom. What do you think?
Oh, got
So she's already flicked it all over Fraser, but we kind of knew that was going to happen.
I would say that was a relatively successful first
definitely.
jaunt into food.
Definitely. So obviously, as you can see, the plate isn't empty, but I think we've either played with, smushed about, or consumed at least a good portion of it. And she seems to be pretty happy.
Do you want it just on Daddy's finger instead? That might be a bit easier for you.
No, I think we're finished. Happy with my spoon. Okay, so that's a pretty good indication that she's finished. So I think what we're going to do is we're just going to clear it away. Okay, so we have finished. She is out of the high chair. She's back in just her vest. Her hands are still a little bit sticky, so we'll give them another wipe in a second. But yeah, obviously you've just watched the footage. I think that was relatively successful. I think she obviously played with it a lot. She ate a little bit herself. We gave her a little bit on a spoon. I must say that these spoons worked really well, like the flat one, because she could obviously just hook it off really easily. And obviously she just enjoyed sucking on the spoon in general. But I think that went really well. Was that yummy? I think you really enjoyed it. Didn't you? Mwah. So yeah, obviously same time tomorrow we'll try again. and we'll just keep going, and I hope you enjoyed watching her first taste of food. So thank you very much for watching this video. Make sure you subscribe, and I hope to see you in the next video. Bye!